Data inventory goes beyond just where data lives. It's a structured living record that connects what the data is collected, how it's used, and how it touches across the organization. So, thinking of your data inventory tells you the what, the where, and the how. And it's that place of truth that answers those key questions. So going through kind of these different components, looking at your data elements and categories, this is where you're indicating what type of data that includes your identifiers, financial or health, behavioral, sensitive type of data, your how it's classified, whether it's sensitive, confidential, and then what types of data subjects or individuals is that information being collected from? Is it collected from your customers, or is it potentially vulnerable individuals like children or a patient or an older person? That there's a lot of insights into the type of not only what data is being collected, but from who, and providing understanding that information because that goes to the sensitivity and the nature of the data that you're collecting. So that folds into your data sources. Like, is it coming from directly from a person? Is it coming from an offline source or a third party source like data brokers or your partners, your vendors, systems or applications that you may be offering? And then looking through your different data processing activities of what is the purpose of the processing? What is the lawful basis? Is it based on consent or legitimate interest, if that's applicable to that particular type of data? And then also indicating what is the retention period and disposal schedule. So understanding exactly how long that data should be retained and kind of what requirements feed into that. And then you have understanding your data flows. As Kemi talked about, data transfers. Where's that data going? And where is it being hosted? Where are the people that are actually that may be touching it? Where are they located? They're helping with the processing. And also, how does it flow internally and externally? Understanding that mapping. And then going into who are the owners of the data, who are the data stewards, what third parties are involved and responsible for that data, and then getting into your security and risk attributes. So indicating what data protection measures you may have in place to protect that data, especially if you're transferring that data internationally. What are the protection measures? Is it encrypted in transit and at rest, for example? And then your regulatory or contractual context. A lot of, especially on a vendor record, you may want to attach your vendor contract to that record so you have everything in that one place. And then data subject rights support. Given all the different laws, consistent theme is they do have a set of rights for individuals, like access, correction, deletion. And so to effectively fulfill those requests, you need to be able to know where that data is and which systems store that type of data, or which vendors you might need to reach out to maybe make a correction. And basically it's data inventory is not just a list. It's that 360 view of the data, that your data assets, your processes, your risks, your obligations that, are supporting your compliance, governance, and business decisions. Getting started, this probably sounds overwhelming. You're probably thinking, oh my God, I gotta get all this information. No, we're gonna tell you, start small and then build out over time.